Hello everybody and welcome back to another video game analysis, and today, hopefully this is the last day I am cramped in my room doing these videos, but for now let's just get over that and we're gonna focus on a theory of my own. I haven't done a theory analysis in a while, I've only done one really in the series, which actually ended up being very popular. So today we're going to do a theory analysis of my own on the manifestation of Wario and Waluigi. Now I've already explained a lot of the characteristics of Mario and Luigi, more often who they are projected in the video games. However, I never spoken about anything towards their darker sides of emotions. Because remember, they are human beings, and human beings have darker emotions. Human beings have evil within them. And what happened to Mario and Luigi's evil feelings? Because, you know, they're never present in the games. And I have a theory for that. Because it also ties in, where did Wario and Waluigi come from? The two very popular guys, Wario being named the Japanese combination of Mario's name and the word Raui, I think it's pronounced that way. Please forgive me, people who know Japanese. Raui is a word meaning bad. So by combining the words together, you have bad Mario. Same thing with Waluigi. And it makes more sense with Luigi's Japanese name because he's Ruigi there, and Waluigi, you know, it still has Wario in it, you know, really. And again, it's a combination of the word Raui, which means bad, and Luigi. So with that knowledge, I believe that these two people, Wario and Waluigi, came from our heroes. They were manifested from their evils. And let's talk about why. I just want to start off by saying the Mario Brothers here, as shown in the Japanese Mario Brothers 2, are pretty interesting how they have two separate games. Because it's the beginning of a fork between Player 1, which is Mario, and Player 2, which is Luigi. Because after this point, we will start to see some one-player Mario games, which don't feature Luigi. And at the same time, Mario, with this humility, is starting to get a lot of spotlight and a lot of adorance and love. Something he ultimately tends to ignore. While Luigi gets cast out on the side, something he tends to ignore is his love for his brother, and not his love for his brother, he loves his brother, but at the same time he has a resentment towards him, in a way, and something Luigi is ignoring as well. This is the fundamental idea I want when I state my theory. These two people aren't perfect as they're presented. They have resented qualities. They have things they repress. And ultimately, what did this grow into? I mean, you know, emotions can be very powerful and influence your life and create things you probably didn't want to see. And being that what goes on in the Mushroom Kingdom, you never know what kind of properties happen and what kind of beings are born from your repressed emotions. It's a tricky situation. Okay, just to reiterate, what basically the idea here is I want to establish is that Mario and Luigi are human beings. With that, they have evils within them, but they repress it because they're big stars, you know? Like, they can't expose themselves of being flawed. And again, that is the basis of my theory. That is where Waluigi and Wario gets ripped apart from them because they are those flaws of the Mario Brothers, and it is out of them now. I mean, let's look at today. Luigi's getting his own year. He's got his own games. He is getting over the fact that he's been player two for so long and gets shoved to the side once in a while. He's getting over that, and he's really accomplishing things. While Luigi is still stuck in the side games. And we got today with Mario. He's still on top. He's still doing his thing, but he has a house now with his brother. He doesn't have big castles. He collects coins, but in the end of the day, he uses them for health. Really, he uses them to help other people. And he's starting to deal with the fact. And with Mario Brothers 2, New Super Mario Brothers 2, I like the fact that Luigi can be played single player and they can play co-op, and Mario collects coins. Mario's okay with the fact that he likes the money. He's not as humble as he is humble dude, but he's not the perfect person. And they're starting to see that. They see their mistake with Wario and Waluigi being born because of them. So let's go through each one of them, their debut games, and with what I explained, let's dissect into it a little more. Wario debuted in the game Super Mario Land 2, which was a very popular Game Boy game, and one of the most popular and probably the most popular before Pokemon came out. At least I think this came out before Pokemon. I don't know, but it is very up there on the Game Boy Color games. In the library, this is a must. Now, within this game, Mario received a castle, and Mario humbly took it, well, maybe not humbly. It's not like Mario to want to live in a castle. It's very out of his character. And the fact here is that Mario accepted this castle, and the whole game is him trying to get it back from Wario. And where did Wario come from? Part of my manifestation theory is stated that when Mario was took in this castle, he felt so torn between the fact that he is just supposed to be a humble, normal guy. He's just a plumber, He always loved that about himself. He was a down-to-earth guy. But now he's up in here with riches and took rewards, and it split him. And with that repressed memory and repressed feelings, that is where Wario was manifested from. Wario was formed. Wario is Mario's greed. Wario is Mario's boastfulness. Wario is Mario's egotistic qualities. Wario is his vanity. Wario is everything that's wrong with Mario. And the reason Mario is such a great person is because Wario got ripped out of him. These repressed feelings Mario had made Wario exist. And, well, what are you gonna do, It's something Mario has to deal with now. And Wario has helped out, but still, an anti-hero on the loose? That can't be good. Oh, right. I'm supposed to come in between things. Well, I have nothing to say. Honestly, there's no need for me to have a little middle here. Let's just go on to Waluigi, then I'll do my closing thoughts. So, yeah. Formulas and whatnot, the whole idea of, having a theme, a structure, you know what I mean? Sorry for wasting your time. Waluigi debuted in something you wouldn't expect a new character to debut in, a side game, a sports game. One of Mario's side franchises they do for fun. And this is a great representation of Luigi, because during the N64 days, ever since Mario 64, that's when Luigi was officially tossed to the side. He was a character you would never see. He was supposed to be Mario 64, but unfortunate events cut him out. And then, who are those guys? The idea here is that Luigi started to feel resentment towards his older brother, who he looked up to so much. And, the fact of the matter is, even when Mario ended up leaving that castle after Wario was manifested, and they both have a house together. You see in the RPG series, it's still Mario has a lot more fame. Even before, well, this we're talking before the year of Luigi anyway. We don't know what's going to go on in Luigi's future, and there he is, Waluigi. Luigi felt jealousy for his brother. Luigi feels like he deserves credit. He gets competitive. He wants to really be better than his brother, but he loves his brother. And that split is what manifested Waluigi. Waluigi is Luigi's overcompetitiveness, his jealousy, his envy, his wants to be better than others, his resentment, and more importantly, his resentment to his brother that he did not want to admit. But in the end, here, now that this is all said, these two people being out, remember, they're not brothers. So clearly they were born from two different entities. They're partners. There's a very little known thing about Wario and Waluigi. They are not brothers. So they were born from each of the Mario brothers. I mean, technically they're related, but you know, in the end, they are manifested from somewhere. So normally, for these theories, I like to evaluate how legitimate I think they are, but I wouldn't. I'm not going to do that this time because this actually is my own theory. I made my own, and I don't want to. I mean, anything I'll say will be biased, and so I'm not. I'm going to probably going to skip that. But overall, that is my idea. I'm going to say really short and quick. Now that we have all the details out of the way, I think that Wario and Waluigi were born from the Mario Brothers. They are the Mario Brothers' flaws that took its own life because of the repressment the Mario Brothers put on their flaws. And you know, honestly, all in all, if this is it such a bad thing that Wario and Waluigi are alive here? I mean, it helped the Mario Brothers really adjust themselves, and with games like New Super Mario Bros. 2, where they're collecting coins, without worrying about how people think of that, and where Luigi's actually trying not to be like his brother, and get games like Luigi's Mansion. And all in all, it's Waluigi and Wario have a fan base. They're cool dudes, you know. They do cause trouble and mischief. They do make people's lives more difficult, but sometimes they do help out here and there, but it's usually for monetary gain and money or fame or something. But all in all, an anti-hero is better than a villain, and I don't think I think the things would be pretty different without Wario and Waluigi. More of Wario, because Waluigi isn't all that important. Maybe one day he'll get a game, who knows, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, it's been fun. So, next time, what am I doing next time? Oh, yeah! Next time, I'm going to do a little thing I promised last season. I want to analyze the Tetraforce theories. I know it's probably kind of lame to do two theory analyses at once, but I did say I wanted to do that, so next time we're going to look at the Tetraforce theories, because they're very interesting, and I will note now in the next episode, these are not real. They've been discredited by Nintendo. The Triforce is just the Triforce. But it's still interesting, and we'll look into it. So, until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.